Shuba Duba. Shuba Duba.
Alright, so I think you guys can hear me now. You should be able to. Hopefully you can. If you can't, that's tough. Okay, so, because I chose the worst time to eat, I'm just gonna watch some videos real quick. Now, what looks interesting is this one right here. So, we're gonna do this one, yeah. Womp womp. Okay. Yeah, let's begin.
How are you?
Let's go.
Got it.
Me voy a matar, este es mi último. Uy, uy, uy. Me voy a matar. Uy, uy.
Alright.
No.
Why? Why did he do it? He had so much to live for. Yeah.
Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day.
Try it.
Yeah, nice big Genopolis
What?
ventricosis.
So we're done with that. Yeah. You know, what about some horror animations? Uh-huh. Get in some horror animations. Hmm. This guy look cute. Let's do that one.
My friend Marcus and I loved checking out abandoned places to kill boredom. One time,
If you check out abandoned places to kill boredom, you probably shouldn't. Damn, I don't got no words to say other than don't check out abandoned places. I'm not saying something will be there, but just don't do it because that's just terrifying as fuck. So, me personally, I would never check out abandoned places like that. Fuck no. Especially out of boredom. Yeah, you got me fucked up.
we found this old wellness center on the outskirts that had been there for ages. It didn't require much sneaking skills or a lot of equipment. The building was just surrounded by a fence. No security, no cameras, nothing. Upon entering, we found a
Cameras
stairway
don't really
leading
do
to
anything
the
because it's
upper
abandoned.
floor. There was something written on the wall near the stairs. I
Unless, of
brushed
course,
the
they're
dust
watching
and
from
the
the
word
outside, but
sauna was
I don't think anyone
revealed
wants to do that.
underneath.
I wish this place was in good shape. I'd love to take a hunt.
Look at this nigga's. Look at this nigga on the right. Look at this nigga. Not him. Never mind. My fault. This nigga on the left. This nigga got so fucking crazy ass Peter Griffin chin, bro. Hmm.
Hot steam in this cold winter.
Marcus pushed open the door and we landed in the mosaic-covered room.
Feels like my my webcam is blocking some of this stuff, but you don't really need to see the top left corner. I'll just continue.
I suddenly felt someone's hand touching my shoulder.
Yeah, I would
Hey,
just
stop messing with me! What?
run out of
I
those
didn't do
videos.
anything. Yeah, right. You think your silly prank is gonna scare me, Marcus?
I kept on arguing when suddenly a voice came to my ears. It felt like a song. Yes, someone was singing. It was a woman singing a very well-known nursery rhyme, but in an eerie way.
Ba ba, black sheep, have you any wool?
Sounds like a whole ass deal, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes, sir, 3 bags full.
Marcus and I looked at each other with fearful eyes. The way she sang felt so weird.
1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Who is that? Maybe some homeless woman.
The song was coming from the other end of the sauna. I flashed my light expecting to see someone there, but there was no one. But the song just went on.
1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Is anybody here?
1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane.
The voice kept repeating these same lines again and again.
So, not only would I have not gone in there, but once that hand touched my shoulder, I forgot to say this, but I don't even argue with that nigga over that saying, why the fuck you touched my shoulder, shit like that. That would have me leave it if I were to go. But they didn't leave, so that's different. And then after hearing this shit, they looking around. Yeah, I'm surprised they ain't dead. I don't gonna lie, I'm surprised they ain't dead.
Walked to the other end of the
They
sauna
should be dead. They
and found a
should fucking pop out and just jump scare them all. Ah! Type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, look. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna happen eventually. Something like that's gonna happen eventually, I promise you.
big jacuzzi filled with murky black water.
Look!
Marcus crouched down near the tub and picked up a small Walkman.
What
The
is this
song was
nigga
coming
doing, bro?
from it.
1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the...
He pressed the pause button and it stopped.
Told you, there's no such thing as ghosts. Do you think someone left it here to scare us? Maybe, maybe not.
Oh,
but the
so
pawn
the same
shop
thing.
might pay well for this stupid antique.
Marcus took out the cassette from the Walkman and threw it on the floor. He
Watch it
stomped
still
on
play.
crushing the poor thing into pieces.
What did you do that for? Just for fun. Let's check the other rooms. Maybe there's more crap we'll be able to sell.
Marcus turned away and I kept thinking, what are the odds? The Walkman is years old and there was no way it was still working. Also, when we walked into the building, it was all quiet. The song started playing all of a sudden. Did someone do that just to scare us?
Dude, move it! We don't have all night!
Marcus's voice brought me
Yes, you
back
do.
to reality. Just when we were about to
You
leave
got
the
all night,
sauna
motherfucker.
room, I heard a
You
low
doing that shit,
boiling
you got all
sound.
night.
It was like water was boiling in the distance. We looked back and noticed the
Wow.
jacuzzi. The dirty water stood still. There was no movement in the water, yet it made sounds like bubbles popping.
I
Now
think
that
something's
is crazy.
stuck inside.
What Marcus did next was stupid.
Hold this.
He
Going
snatched
there
the
was
flashlight
stupid.
from my hand and torched it on the dark water. The water was so dark that the rays of light couldn't decipher the bottom.
Are you crazy? There's something at the bottom of this tub. Come on, Marcus, don't be ridiculous.
But he didn't
Marcus,
listen.
you're gonna get the whole.
He kept searching
gonna get
into the
the.
tub,
Gonna get you both
churning the
killed.
filthy water.
Don't
My
do it,
heart was
Marcus.
racing with each passing moment.
Ah, Marcus, you
I
dirty.
think I touched something. It's a little... What? What is it?
Pulled in.
Suddenly,
You're gonna get pulled in.
someone jumped from the water and pulled Marcus in.
I told
He
you.
didn't even get the chance to scream.
I told your goofy
His
ass.
shaking body went in, creating a huge splash.
Marcus! No!
I was terrified by the sight. Marcus was gone, and only the turned-on flashlight floated in the tub. There was no sound of a struggle,
Marcus is
no
dead.
sign of a third person. It was only me and my heavy breathing in that creepy dark sauna.
Marcus! Please! This isn't funny, man!
My throat was dry. My legs were numb in fear. I wanted to leave that place. But what about my friend? Where did he go?
Your friend is dead.
Marcus!
Suddenly, bubbles appeared on the surface of the water and I saw something. A head was slowly emerging from the water,
Oh.
but something
Oh,
wasn't
hell no.
normal about that head.
It's
Pale
Marcus's.
moonlight
Watch
from
it.
the broken
Watch it be
window helped me
Marcus's
see in
severed
the
head.
dark. Instead of hair, The head began with a chin,
Oh, never
followed
mind.
by a pair of dry lips.
No,
It
that's
took
not
me a
Marcus.
few more seconds to realize the actual horror. The head was upside down. The pair of lips started singing that same nursery rhyme we heard moments back. Just a chin and a pair of lips, peeking from the water, singing.
Baba,
Black sheep, have you any wool? No.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I do not.
sir. 3 bags full.
I lost my balance and sat down on the dusty floor. All the blood in my veins froze. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane.
The singing stopped. The inverted head remained still. Too swollen. Rotten hands grabbed the edge of the jacuzzi.
Uh-oh.
Slowly. The hands started pushing the edge, making the face lift. And
Uh-oh.
that's when I saw the eyes. They had no pupils except a flushed eyeball that looked
What
infected.
you talking about? Just pupils right
I
there.
couldn't stand it anymore.
Goofy.
A scream came out of my numb throat.
Ah!
I got up to run. I heard Marcus's voice calling from behind. Jimmy, stop. Don't leave me here. The more I ran to the exit, Marcus's voice got distorted.
Oh, Jimmy! Come back for your friend. Don't be scared.
We were just having fun.
But nothing could make me go back to that sauna. It's
Uh-huh.
been 15 years now. Marcus's body was never found.
Uh-oh.
His parents blamed me. The village people think I killed
As
him
they
and
should.
got rid of the evidence.
As they
Every
should.
night I wake up drenched in sweat, seeing that inverted head smiling at me from that dark, murky water.
15 years later and still seeing that is crazy. Yeah. Not gonna lie to you. I feel like niggas be
I think
lying
we
when they
all have
say
in common that
they
even
see
if
the
only
same
for a
nightmare
moment, we
20
enjoy
years
activities
later
that give us
when
peace
they
and
go through an
relaxation.
abandoned place
I
or
am
something and it's a
person who
traumatic
works a
event.
lot,
I
and
feel like
hence
they're
almost
lying.
no rest.
20 years?
But when my
Your ass should have
vacations
forgotten
come,
that
I
shit.
just want to be relaxed.
Unless you
That
walk into a
vacation, I
sauna
went
again,
with my
your ass should
family
have
to the
forgotten
beach,
it,
and we
honestly.
spent the night in a paradisiacal hotel near the
20
beach.
years.
The next day, my
Come on, bro.
husband took our children to see a soccer
You're
game.
joking.
I could have gone with them, but he insisted that I stay at the hotel and enjoy some alone time in the sauna. I thought it was an excellent idea, so I thanked him and agreed. After my family had left, I put on my towels and headed for the sauna area. I had never been in one before, but I had always wanted to. Upon
Uh-oh.
entering the sauna, I must admit that
Y'all saw that nigga in the back?
it was before. I put on my excellent
Look at
ideals
that
and
nigga.
headed for the sauna
Oh.
area. I had never been in one before, but I had always
It's just an employee. I was really thinking that was gonna be the antagonist to the story, but nah, it's just a fucking employee, bro. Swear. Shit, it still could be the antagonist, but not very likely.
wanted to. Upon entering the sauna, I must admit that it was everything I had imagined. The warmth
bet it was.
began to permeate the room, and I laid back, relaxed, just
Oh.
enjoying the heat and almost falling asleep. Everything
asleep
was
in the
going more
sauna.
than perfect until I
Why
heard the
the-
doors
why'd it
open.
get louder?
Someone else had come in. I didn't mind another girl entering the sauna. I'm not gonna lie, I preferred to be alone, but she also had the right to have a good time, and I had no reason to feel uncomfortable. The problem is
It
that
wasn't
this
a girl.
person was walking very slowly in my direction, and when I had it in front of me and the steam dissipated, I realized it wasn't a woman. The person was a man. As soon as I saw him, even when I was inside a sauna, I got goosebumps. This man's eyes were tiny, so small that it looked like they weren't even there. He had no lips on his mouth, and his nose was so close to his face that it looked like the holes were glued to his face. The man walked with
disgusting.
great difficulty in my direction. At that moment, I didn't care how terrifying he was. I wasn't going to let a creep ruin my rest.
That's
Hey,
a
get
shame.
out of here! This is the women's sauna?
The man ignored me and just
You
kept
should've
walking
just
in
let
my
that nigga
direction.
ruin your
It was
rest,
then
honestly.
I realized that I could be in danger, that this man had not entered the woman's sauna by accident. I stood up and walked towards the exit of the sauna, but with a quick movement, the man came back to the door and stopped it with his hand.
Wait, you can't leave yet.
What? What's wrong with you? Get out of my way.
I tried to push him, but the man didn't flinch, and I must admit that terrified me.
No, you can't leave. You have to help me.
What do you mean?
The heat. I'm too hot. It's too hot here.
Are you crazy?
Oh, this
If
nigga's
it's that
face
hot
melted.
here, just go away. This is a sauna.
No, I can't leave. They'll find out.
What? Is anyone out there?
No, they're inside me. They're in my head. They talk to me all the time. They say I'm a bad boy. They say they have to punish me.
Okay, that's
Maybe.
enough.
I tried to get up from the seat, but before I could, he threw himself at me, putting one arm on each side so I couldn't get up. His face was in front of mine. His small, tiny eyes were red. That wasn't sweat. He was crying.
Please, you have to help me. I can't stand the heat anymore. I hate the heat. You have to do something.
At that moment, I was speechless. I didn't know how to help him. I didn't know what to say to him, much less how to escape from that situation. That man may be crying and asking me for help, but I could see how unstable he was. That person could attack me at any moment. I looked at his hands and my face and realized that his fingernails, besides being dirty and broken, were very sharp. His little eyes were darting from side to side and his body was shaking. I had never felt so terrified in my life. While the man was screaming at me for help, all I could think about was my children, my husband. I didn't want to be in that sauna anymore. I wanted to be with them.
Hey, don't ignore me. I'm melting. You have to do something. Help me. If you don't help me right now, I'm gonna melt to death.
His cries were getting more and more desperate. This man was having a breakdown right in front of my eyes, and all I could do was witness it. Crying with him, I could only beg him not to do anything to me, until out of nowhere the man let go of me and fell to the ground limp. I ran to the front door, and as I did so, I heard him whisper something in a very low voice.
Please, guys, stop making fun of me. What have I done to you? Why are you so mean to me?
I ran in towels to the management and told them everything that was happening. I was still panicking.
This nigga right here. I can imagine this nigga being the one in the story that was freaking her ass out. Yeah.
Even though it made no sense, I felt I was still in danger, and it didn't go away until I hugged my family a while later. The security personnel went to the sauna and found the man. He had just passed out, probably from the nervous breakdown he had just suffered. The man ended up hospitalized in a mental health center. The man suffered from schizophrenia, and his family never took enough interest in him to get it treated,
That's
which
a
is
big
more
ass smile
common
on
than
his
you
face
might
right there.
think.
Boom.
He was convinced that there were people in his head who wanted to kill him, and that day they almost did. I may have feared for my life at the time, and maybe my life was in danger, but today, I can't stop thinking about that poor man, and as I work, I just pray that by getting the help he needs, he'll get better.
Probably not, but
Going to the sauna used to be my
All right.
regular routine. When I turned 30, my whole body started to hurt. Sauna therapy was the only thing I found that helped me soothe my skin, ease my soreness,
this might be like a
and
really
alleviate
short
the
stream.
stress from my life,
Not
which
gonna
can
lie to
get
you.
pretty hectic.
Sorry, I
Of
apologize
course,
about that.
I wasn't settling for some cheapo
Yeah.
public sauna, so I got a membership at a more exclusive spa,
Ooh,
where I could
okay.
have a regular appointment for getting my own private sauna room. Since I own my own business, Mondays and
follow this,
Tuesdays are my off days. So I would go on Mondays every week.
Animator
at the
be making
same
these
time
niggas
of
look
day
goofy
when
as
it's
fuck,
not
bro.
busy. Everything about my weekly ritual was totally fine
Ritual
until
is
this
crazy.
one guy showed up. He was about 20 years old, super greasy and weird.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Weird looking. He was weirdly short too, almost the same height as me, and I'm pretty short even for a woman. He was standing around in the lobby when I went in for my appointment. I was a few minutes early, so I was told to wait for my room to open up. When I sat down, this weirdo approached me and started trying to strike up a conversation.
Hi there. You've got great skin.
Thanks.
I bet you get that a lot, though. Guys.
That's a 21,000 people.
That's that.
You're only streaming for 21 minutes?
Yeah.